Let's do a quick example of the units of production depreciation method. So the units of production depreciation method differs from straight line because it allocates depreciation, or takes away the loss of value, based upon not time but the asset's actual usage. So when you are using this method, you don't say this asset has a useful life of 15 years. You put it into some other type of thing you could quantify. For example, a vehicle could have a certain number of miles in its useful life. A production machine could have a certain number of hours it can be operated before we expect it to break down. Using the units of production depreciation method, we take away a little bit of value every time the vehicle drives a mile, every time the machine runs for an hour. In this way, the amount of depreciation you record varies depending on how much usage your asset is going to go through, which makes sense if you think about it, because the more you use something, the more value is losing. The more miles you drive your car, the less its resale value. Same concept applies here. So the units of production depreciation method should be used for assets whose use will vary, like a machine, like a car, where it's easily traceable to find a way to figure out how much value you should take away per unit. So again, miles or the number of hours a machine was operated. In this example, we're going to have ABC Company, who has a van on their books which was purchased originally on January 1st for $32,000. The company is going to estimate that they're going to be able to put 120,000 miles on this van before they dispose of it. And at the time that they dispose of it, it's going to have a residual or salvage value of $2,000. Well, we have enough information right there to figure out what our depreciation rate is. What we need to do is take our historical cost, which was $32,000, subtract out what we think is going to be worth at the end, which is $2,000, and that gives us our depreciation base. We think that this van is going to lose $30,000 in value over its life. Well, let's spread out that loss of value evenly over every mile we expect to drive it. We think its life in units is going to be 120,000. So if we math that out, we come up with 25 cents. So at the end of every period, you're going to figure out how many miles you put on the van during the period, and then you're going to multiply that by 25 cents to figure out how much depreciation expense you get to record. Well, we put 1,600 miles on the van at a depreciation rate of 25 cents, which means that's $400. So when we record depreciation on this van, the journal entry is going to look just like so. We're going to have an adjusting entry where we debit depreciation expense for $400. We credit accumulated depreciation of van for $400 when we record the January depreciation on the van.